and welcome to BizzTalk, Behind the Business Scene. My name is Patricia and I'll be your host this evening. Just a kind reminder for all our guests from Serbia, click the subtitle link below. As you may know, BizzTalk is an informative talk show where every Wednesday we dive into minds of business leaders of different professions and give you the opportunity to understand their drive and help you to pick a trick or two to help your business succeed. Today we have a financial expert with us, Andras Kališnik, who will be sharing his insights on what's happening in the markets and how individuals can protect their money in these times.
Thank you for having me. I would be really happy to share my knowledge.
Andras, can we start by telling us what's happening with the financial markets at the moment?
Yes, of course. I'm really happy that I can share my knowledge and important informations what is happening on the markets, that people can prevent themselves from what is happening and what will happen, and also to gain more wealth. So if you start from the beginning, lately we experienced a lot of volatility on the markets during the coronavirus, geopolitical exposures and tensions, and also from the banking policies. So if we take a bigger picture and look from the outside, we see that is a lot of going on. So first we have to understand three things, which are first is printing money. During the corona, the whole world stops, as you may know. So we printed so much money. In 2 years, we printed so much money than in 50 years, 50 years together. In 2 years, the same amount than in 50 years together. So that's why we have price rises. That's called inflation. And also we saw that in shops, stores, on the food, drinks, materials, and so on. That's called inflation. And the second thing we have to understand is war. Unfortunately, we have war between Russia and Ukraine. And that is also affecting us because we have lack of materials, supplies of gas, oil, food, and so on. And that's why the prices are rising. And the third thing is digital euro. I don't know if you are familiar with that, but from October 2020, the European Central Bank also started to test digital euro. And I think, my opinion is that this will be fast in circulation. And we have to prevent also and prepare for that. Why? Because in few years, I think that there will be no like cash in circulation. It will be only all in digital. So that's for some people really scary, and also they have to prepare on the markets for that.
Andras, what are the different types of investments available and how can individuals choose the right mix for their portfolios?
Yeah, clients can choose, or people can choose a lot what they can invest in. It all depends on their needs, goals, what is their financial status, and how much money they have available for investment, and also time horizon and risk management. So you can invest in stocks, bonds, cryptocurrencies, real estate, gold and silver, and so on. So it depends on the individual what they can, where they can invest, or what kind of portfolio they will have. And that's why what I help my clients to do, to go through the whole process, to get the why they want to invest, for how long, and then we choose where is the best for them to invest. And also we do portfolios and strategy not excluding, but exclusively for them, for their needs and goals and wishes.
We're hearing a lot about printing too much money. What does this even mean, and how printing money can affect the economy and individuals' finances?
Yeah, printing money can, on the short term, can stimulate and boost the economy, but on the long run, it can also leads into the inflation and devaluation of the currency. So that means that your money or our money, which is sitting on the bank or wherever you have it, on the bank is still signed 10,000 euros, let's say, for example. And when you look at your bank, it's still 10,000. But what can you buy with 10,000 euros? That's the difference. Because now you can buy less of goods than, let's say, 2 to 3 years ago before the corona. So we have to take that for granted, I can say. And that's happening. So how can we prevent? The first thing, if we look the history, is the preventing from inflation. The best solution is to invest in gold and silver. That's historically, and that's a lot of people already know. And yeah, that's the best thing right now to do to prevent from losing the money on the banks. And also, if we look back from 1971, when Nixon, ex-American President Richard Nixon, canceled the golden standard, from that moment on, the dollar is not backed by gold. So they can print money as they want it. So that's why from that moment on, from 1971, the gold starts to rise. The prices of gold starts to rise. And from 1971, I checked, until today, you know how much gold rises? It rised for 4,500%. And also, if you look the S&P 500, which are stocks, the 500 most known stocks in America, it also rised from the 1971 until today, also for the same amount of percent. And also, if you take a look in cryptocurrency, let's say for instance Bitcoin, it also from the beginning until today, it rised for the same percent. So what does that mean? That means that every sector rises or is rising. It depends when you invest and where, because all goes in cycles. You have to understand that. So that's basically it. You can prevent yourself pretty much, if I can say, with investing. That's it.
That's good advice, Andras. And what are some concerns with the current financial situation, and how can individuals stay informed and prepared?
Yeah, some basic concerns, like we talked, is the first is inflation, the second is war, and the third is digital euro. All that combined, the financial segment and financial status is changing on the whole world, and we have to acknowledge that. And sorry, can you repeat the last question?
Yes, of course. How can individuals stay informed and prepared?
Yeah, thank you very much. You can stay informed by subscribing to news, to website findes.com. I'm writing the news for them also because we are business partners. Or you can check up my website, andraskalisnik.com, or you can contact me, and I will help you to find the way how to prevent yourself and to gain more wealth.
Andras, thank you for your valuable insights on the financial situation. We hope our viewers found this discussion informative and useful. It's been a pleasure having you as our guest, and I might as well check on your website to get some financial advices for myself.
Of course, that would be really nice. Thank you for inviting me, and it's been a pleasure.
Remember to seek professional advice and stay informed to make informed decisions about your finances. Join us next time for more insightful discussions. I'd like to take a moment to thank the Next Door Group for making sure this studio was spick and span tonight, and I wish you all a very beautiful evening. We'll be back next week with a new guest and a new topic. Make sure to register on our platform biz.io to stay up to date with our events. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. We'll see you next week.